Hi, I'm Nikki Jabor, and I love saving seeds from my garden. There are so many benefits to collecting and saving your own seeds. First, you can save money. Secondly, you can share your excess seeds with fellow gardeners. Of course, you can also preserve heirloom and open pollinated varieties of vegetables and annual flowers when you collect and save your own seeds. Today, I'm going to share two techniques with you. One, collecting seeds from wet fruits like tomatoes, and two, collecting seeds from dry seed capsules and seed pods such as beans and poppies. Let's get started. In my garden, I grow a mixture of heirloom, open pollinated, and hybrid vegetables and annual flowers. And while I collect many seeds from my garden, not all varieties are ideal for seed saving. You'll find the most success from saving seeds of open pollinated and heirloom varieties. These are the varieties that are pollinated by insects, birds, or wind and produce seeds that are generally true to type. That means if you gather the seed from an open pollinated or heirloom variety, you can expect they will produce plants that are the same as the parent plant. I also grow hybrid varieties in my garden, but their seeds are the result of controlled pollination between two different but compatible parent plants. So therefore I don't save the seeds from my beloved Sun Gold tomatoes because they probably won't grow true to type. Now let's talk about how to collect dry seeds from annual flowers like calendula and vegetables like beans. In the days leading up to the seed collecting, I keep an eye on the seed pods or capsules to gauge their ripeness. I want the seeds to be fully mature so they'll germinate well for me next season. If I wait too long, however, the seeds may fall or scatter and the opportunity is lost. When you see that the seed pods are mature and the weather is dry, it's time to collect the seeds. For annual flowers like poppies or calendula, you want to collect the seeds when they are fully dry. For nasturtiums, I gather the plump, still green seeds, but only take the seeds that fall off easily into your hand when you touch the seed cluster. Once you've gathered your seeds, bring them indoors and lay them on newspaper, paper plates, or if they're large enough, on screens to further dry for another week or so. Once fully dry, you can store your seeds in labeled envelopes. The other type of seed collection is gathering seeds that have formed in a fruit like a tomato. There are a couple more steps to gathering and saving these seeds, but it's easy to do and fun to preserve your favorite open pollinated and heirloom tomato varieties. Tomato seeds are typically given a short fermentation before drying and storing. This process dissolves the gel-like material that surrounds the seeds and may also reduce the potential of seed-borne diseases. Here are the 5 steps to saving tomato seeds. 1. Slice open a ripe fruit and squeeze the seeds into a jar or container. You can then eat the rest of the tomato. 2. Add enough water to cover the seeds by about an inch and top with a piece of paper towel held on with a rubber band. 3. After 3 to 4 days, a layer of mold will have formed on the surface of the mixture. At this point, take the jar to the sink and fill it with fresh water. Pour off the mold and the water, being careful not to pour out the seeds. You might want to use a little sieve for this task. You'll find the seeds generally sink to the bottom of the jar. 4. Continue to rinse the seeds with fresh water until the water is no longer cloudy. Strain the seeds and place them on coffee filters or a paper plate to dry. Air dry the seeds for 7 to 10 days or until they are completely dry. At that point, they can be moved to labeled envelopes and stored. So the final question is, where should you store your saved seeds? Well, seeds can remain viable for several years and should be stored in a location that's cool, dark, and dry, like a drawer or a cupboard. I have a lot of seeds, so I store mine in shoe boxes in my cool, dry basement. Happy growing!